Hello guys, Brawlbat1 here, coming at you with another Duels and Deck Profiles video along with Charmander in the background as always. And in today's Duels and Deck Profiles, we're going to be using one of the decks that you lot voted for on my community tab. If there's ever a time that you guys want to vote for a deck that could potentially be on this segment or even give an idea, please go to the community tab and say it in the comments on that post or vote for the deck that you want to see, because this is just like my way of letting you guys say to me, oh, we want to see this deck, oh, we want to see you play that deck that you've listed, and please go check that out. But guys, this week on Duels and Deck Profiles, you guys were voting for either Altergeist, Ritual Beasts, or Satella Knights, and to be honest, it was a real good race. Like at the start, Altergeist went with a bang. They were on like 50%, while Satella Knights and Ritual Beasts were falling behind. Ritual Beast was the lowest. Then Satella Knights came out of left wing and just literally overtook Altergeist with no issue whatsoever. And then up the end, literally today, the deck that actually came out on top was Ritual Beasts with 39%. And I honestly was like, I'm going to be ending up playing Tellar Knights. I'm going to be ending up playing Tellar Knights. Throughout the entire time, looking at that poll, I was like, I'm going to play Tellar Knights. But then today, I look at it and I'm like, wait, Ritual Beast won? What? And yeah, so today we're going to be playing the Ritual Beast deck, winning with a 39% score. It would have been on the screen by now, but let's go ahead and move over to the deck itself, which is right here. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is obviously a deck that doesn't have any hand traps. And I know this is probably something that people are going to shy away from and not really think, oh, it's not good, it doesn't have hand traps, how are you stopping your opponent on the first turn? But I'm going to be honest, these kind of older decks that rely very heavily on consistency can't really run hand traps to the best of their ability. Now, I say this because, well, Ritual Beasts, they really need to open turn 1 a Tamer and a Spiritual Beast that you can summon, or a combination of like Gold Sark with Wen or Foolish with Lara, to guarantee that your turn 1 can be pretty much on lock. And without that kind of guarantee, you're not really able to get to the things that you need, and the hand traps just kind of clog it up. But the plus side of this deck is, if you go first, you're pretty much going to screw your opponent's board 99.9% of the time, because this deck is built to screw combo decks. You beat combo decks with ease playing this deck. Oh, your opponent's playing Dragon Link? Well, you will normally have about 3 ways to stop your opponent from summoning their entire combo, because like you have searchable destructions such as Steeds, which are non-targetable, you have Torrential Tribute that just says I'm going to wipe the board, and you also have other things that can just clear the board with ease and just go ahead and stop your opponent. The whole point of this deck is to go ahead and banish stuff, to go ahead and clear your opponent's monster zone so they're unable to play the game, and control the game in that manner. And obviously you can see in this deck there are quite a few floodgates. There's Macrocosmos, there's Dimensional Fissure, there's Imperial Order, but all of these cards are very important to A, stop your opponent from killing you really quickly, B, get you to what you need so you can actually start going into your Ritual Beast combo plays, and C, just stop your opponent from playing the game in general, which is really good because Defissure and Macrocosmos, these are the 2 cards that really do screw about 90% of the meta, and Ritual Beast is one of the few decks that are in the game that can actually play these cards and not give a damn. So yeah, that's just a little explanation on why we're not playing hand traps. Pretty much, you just want to go first, you want to clear your opponent's board, and you want to have to get to your combo pieces to allow you to actually get into your control state as quickly as possible. But going into the actual deck now to go ahead and talk about what reasons for ratios and stuff, we're going to go ahead and starting off with Free Elder. This is your additional normal summon in the deck, so you go ahead and normal summon it. You get to then go ahead and normal summon an additional Spiritual Beast monster. Normally you're going to want to summon the Cannahawk, because the Cannahawk goes ahead and banishes one, and then you get to go ahead and add it back, or better yet, you're going to summon it with your Ritual Beast fusions effects. We play 2 Wen. At the start of the game, you're not going to have anything banished unless you open up a Gold Sark, so you're going to be wanting to only play 2. It's a really good card because in the late game you can go ahead and summon it, obviously summon one back and then guarantee your fusion, but early game it's not the best, but you want to be playing 2 because the resource is really good. 1 Lara and 1 Zephyr. These 2 are in here for the exact same reason. 1, they're different names, and 2, they go ahead and summon from the graveyard. So if you open something like Foolish Burial turn 1, and you can go ahead and open a Lara or a Zephyr, you get to go ahead and send that monster to the graveyard, guarantee the summon, and then get to go ahead into your Ritual Beast plays there. By the way, FYI, you're going to be normally summoning the Cannahawk to the grave to summon back. We also do play one Tamer Winder as well. The reason we play her is because she counts as a Tamer and a Spiritual Beast monster, so you can use her in substitution for a Tamer or obviously a Spiritual Beast to go into your fusion monsters. And she also has a really good effect that says you can go ahead and special summon one Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck or your main deck, but that's only when she's destroyed, and that's by an opponent's card or battle, and that's why we're only playing one of her, because, well, you have to either crash her, which isn't that great on turn 1, and you also have to guarantee that she can be destroyed by some means, so if she's banished or something, you're not going to be able to get that effect. Plus, if your opponent negates it, it kind of sucks. But continuing on into the Ritual Beast monsters, we play Spiritual Beast monsters. We play Free Cannahawk. He is the best one for the fact that he banishes a Ritual Beast monster from your deck, and then in 2 turns you get to add it back to your hand. Now, obviously, you're not going to be having it in there in the next 2 turns. You're going to be banishing it, you're going to special summon it, and then you're going to go into your full combo from there, where you go ahead and make Ulti Cannahawk twice, and then you go ahead and search 2 cards, and then normally end on a pop with a revival face down. That is the main things you're going to be doing with this, but he is the best because he gets to you 2 those combos. We're also playing free Rampingo, because Rampingo is basically the little brother of Cannahawk in a way, where yes, he's really good, but he doesn't really banish the Ritual Beast monster, so you don't get to summon it back. What he does is you get to go ahead and banish one Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck to send one from your deck to the graveyard of the same type. So if you send a Ritual Beast Ulti Apelio, you get to go ahead and send the Pyro. If you send a Ulti Petalfin, you get to go ahead and send the Petalfin to the graveyard. He's the one that allows you to get to your resources into the graveyard, and is absolutely the best one to open with Dimensional Fissure, because if you open this and Dimensional Fissure with an Elder, you're going off that turn to insane degrees. So we're playing 3 Rampingo for that. We also play 1 Apelio because Apelio is just really good. He gets to go ahead and banish the Ritual Beast monsters or cards in the graveyard to boost all your Ritual Beast monsters by 500 attack. Back in the day, he was the way you got over Clifford Towers by using his effect twice. Just a bit of knowledge there. We also play 1 Petalfin, the worst Spiritual Beast monster to open up. It's literally garbage. You play it because it's a name. I have no other reason to play this card. You summon it, you sometimes get to return stuff by banishing from your hand to the hand, and that's all it does. That is legit there for that reason. It is a name, you get more summons, you get more searches, and you just have a lot better time. Only reason you play this card. Continuing on into spells though, we play 3 Pot of Prosperity. As I said, in this deck, you need to get to your consistency pieces, so if you open, say, a Spiritual Beast, and you open a Pot of Prosperity, then you could go ahead and just excavate the top 6 cards of your deck, get an Elder to hand potentially, which is really good, or if you open something like Foolish, or you open Lara or Wen, and you can go ahead and use it, and you reveal a Gold Sarcophagus, or a Foolish Burial, or even an Emergency Teleport, it can basically guarantee that you have your full combo for that turn, getting you into your Spiritual Beast plays. So Pot of Prosperity is actually just a really good card to get you into those things. 1 Gold Sarc, you banish, you got cards to do, you got the Wen in hand, you go into your combo, as I've said already. Emergency Teleport, if you open a Spiritual Beast and Emergency Teleport, it basically just guarantees your full combo in that way. So instead of like Gold Sarc and Foolish Burial, Emergency Teleport is the one you want to open with a Spiritual Beast monster. Foolish Burial, Lara, Wen. And 1 Dimensional Fissure, because any monster sent to the graveyard is banished, and this can actually really ruin a lot of decks in the game right now. Thinking like Phantom Knights, Rockets, any deck that really relies on its graveyard just loses to Dimensional Fissure, so you have to play it. And if there was more cards in the game that were Floodgate based that said banish, I would play them, and it would make the deck even better, so we play 1. Going on to traps though, we play 3 Steeds. This card destroys monsters on the board up to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you control. So if you control up to 5 Ritual Beast monsters, you can destroy up to 5 monsters on the board. So great card, it's non-targeting, it deals with so many different things, and I love it. We also play 3 Ritual Beast Ambush, because this card is the card that says you can target 2 Ritual Beasts, 1 in your graveyard, 1 in your banished, or both in your banished, or both in your graveyard, and special summon to them to the board. So this basically is normally going to be in combo with the Steeds, where you go chaining 1 Steeds if you control 1 Ritual Beast monster, and summon 2 from the graveyard, effectively destroying 3 cards. Continuing on, we also play 3 Torrential Tribute, board wipe. Enough said. We also play 3 Solemn Strike to go ahead and prevent our opponent from, getting those free summons, getting those free monster effects. It's just really good there. 3 Solemn Judgment, because it says no to your Harpy's Feather Duster, no to your Lightning Storm, no to your Cosmic Cyclone, and no to anything you would really activate to stop me from playing the game. So yeah, pretty much there. 1 Macrocosmos, it's literally D-Fissure, but better because it says instead of just monsters, any card sent to the graveyard is banished. So if you're playing Elder Lich, you flip the Macrocosmos, you look at your opponent and you be like, yeah, your traps are getting banished, so you can't play the game. So just really, really good. And then finally, 1 Imperial Order. look at your opponent, be like, yeah, you're playing a spell-based deck. Will I flip my order? Do I win? Nice, cool. Next game. So that's pretty much the main deck. Now obviously this is a going first deck. You can go second if it really is bad and you lose the die roll. You have to set up back row, you have to be playing around negates, which isn't the easiest thing, but as long as you can play around those negates and get the correct line of back row to be able to deal with your opponent's negate board, or you open an Elder which doesn't activate a normal summon, and you can just go into like your Apelio to get over one of those negates. You do have lines of play that can help you win the game, but this is pretty much just the main deck. Let's go on to the extra deck though, because we play 2 Ritual Beast Ulti Kumun Falcon. What this basically does is all Ritual Beast monsters it points to gain 600 attack points. You can banish 1 Ritual Beast monster or card from your graveyard. Immediately after this card resolves, you get to normal summon 1 Ritual Beast monster. So the reason we play this is because there's sometimes plays where you go ahead and banish, basically you summon 2 Ritual Beasts, you link them off, you go ahead and then banish one of them from the graveyard, and then get an additional normal summon to normal summon into, say, another Elder to gain that additional normal summon, a Wen to summon back a Ritual Beast from the graveyard, a Lara to summon one from the graveyard. It gives you that additional normal summon to go into further plays, which is really nice, and it has the added bonus of being a Ritual Beast monster, so you can go ahead and tag it out and special summon 2 of your banished Ritual Beast monsters. So it's just a really nice card that gives you that additional summon, which can come up in times and can just get you even further beyond. And if it does happen, sometimes you can make Borosword, which is really nice. Continuing on though, we obviously played the Borosword because Borosword says additional OTKs. We also play 1 Heartland Draco and 1 AA Zeus. This is just pretty much because we go ahead and detach, we attack directly, and then we just go ahead and overlay it and then clear the board. That's what it's for, that's why it's there, and it doesn't come up a lot, because obviously you're going into your Ritual Beast plays, but when it does come up, you hurt your opponent with it. You really, really do. We also play 2 Pelfin. Pretty much you want to be playing more than one of every Ritual Beast in your extra deck for the fact that you're going to be sending them with Rampingu sometimes. So we play 2 Pelfin because it's the Aqua attribute. We play 3 Ulti Cannahawk because it's Ulti Cannahawk. This card says search all your entire deck. And also it's the Thunder attribute to send to the grave. 3 Ulti Apelio to be the Pyro attribute to send to the grave. Plus he's normally your beat stick. Like he will be your general beat stick 9 times out of 10 because he'll be just your 26 beater. You attack, you're done. Go tag him out, make him into maybe a Petalfin or something, or even an Ulti Cannahawk. And we also play two Ulti Gaia Pelio, one because he's the Psychic type, other outside of obviously the Kumun Falcon. But we also play this at 2 for the fact that this card, if you actually make it, can negate your opponent. So pretty much this is a Mechaba where you banish Ritual Beast cards from your hand to negate your opponent's cards. So if your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, banish 1 Ritual Beast from your hand, negate and destroy that card. So pretty much Ulti Gaia Pelio is just there to be a negation destruction. It doesn't normally come up, but when it does come up, you will 9 times out of 10 win that game because you'll have the consistency to add like 4 cards to your hand and then make this and then just look at your opponent. So yeah, but that's the main deck. Obviously, this deck is very, very centered around going first, making sure your opponent can't play the game, and getting to your Ritual Beast combos, / trying to control the game, and then maybe OTKing them at some points. And that's kind of what this deck is kind of focused on. It's mainly control, and it's mainly there to get you to your Ritual Beast combos so you can go ahead and control the game through your steeds, through your ambush to some more things back, torrential tribute, macrocosmos, all those good stuff. And it really was kind of hard to figure out the correct ratios of traps, what traps I wanted to put in, and it was, in the end, this is what I came up with. And to be honest, it works really well. The consistency is there, obviously thanks to the pot prosperity, and it's just a really, really good deck. But guys, after talking about the main deck, let's go ahead and go into some duels now so you guys can actually see what the deck is capable of. Okay, first game here, let's see what we're going against. We won the rock, paper, scissors. We're obviously going first. And we didn't open a Ritual Beast Tamar or a Ritual Beast. So this hand is a little but you know what? It's not the worst. So we're going to go ahead and banish the Cannahawk because in 2 turns we'll get it back. And we'll go ahead and set 4 cards and then pass turn. And you're probably wondering, why did I set the ambush? Well, if we set the ambush is just like, if we do somehow manage to draw like a Foolish Burial or something, we can go ahead and put a Ritual Beast in the graveyard to go ahead and then special summon one, with special summon 2 with the ambush. So it's just there because of that. That's why I set it. But our opponent obviously has 6 cards in hand. We'll see what our opponent is going to do. If he tries to activate any spell cards, I'm going to activate the Imperial Order. But we also have the back row as well, which is really nice. So he starts off with No, 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 no. Just no. No. just no. 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 Not allowed. Not allowed. Nope, not allowed it. Go away. So he's probably playing something like Eldritch. Oh, he's not. He's set 1. So obviously, we're on 1 turn for the cannahawk. And we get the 700 burn for this. We're going to go ahead and set the Solemn Strike and we'll pass turn. So what are we up against then? Maybe Guru? Because if he flips this and it's a Guru, it makes sense. Doesn't flip it. And we get the cannahawk now, because it's obviously been 2 turns. And we're going to take another 700 from this. Now, because we have the ambush set, we're going to go ahead and normal summon the Rampingu. We're going to use the Rampingu, and we're going to go ahead and banish an Ortigai Pelio. And we're going to send to the graveyard, a Spiritual Beast Tamer Winder. And from there, we'll go to the battle phase, and we'll uncover what we're up against. We're up against Shadows! Okay, that's good for me. I'll let him kill that, because now I can go ahead and trigger the ambush. So he goes ahead and banishes that. We obviously go ahead and go into our main phase 2. And we're going to go ahead and trigger the ambush. Ambush is going to summon the Wen, and he's going to summon the Rampingu. Summoning both of these in defense. We're obviously then going to go ahead and make the cannahawk. Sorry, no, we're not going to make the cannahawk yet. We're going to go ahead and use the Rampingu. And Rampingu is going to go ahead and banish 1 from our X deck and send 1 to the graveyard. Does he have something for it now all of a sudden? He has a Gamma! No, we need the Rampingu to resolve, so we're going to negate the Gamma. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and send to graveyard the Apelio. We're going to send the Apelio to graveyard so we can have that unlocked. Now we're going to go into making our Ulti Cannahawk. We're going to trigger our Cannahawk. And Cannahawk's going to go ahead and put Apelio and Ortigai Apelio into the graveyard to go ahead and search us a Ritual Beast card. Now, we've obviously normal summoned the Rampingu, so we can't really go ahead and do that, and we can't get any more special summons. And because we're not up against Shadows, I'm going to go ahead and get the Ambush, because it'll basically guarantee that we have the ability to summon 2 during our next turn. So we're going to go ahead and set the Ambush, and we're going to go ahead and pass now. So obviously we pay the 700, goes into main phase 1. And we'll see what our opponent does. So he normal summons Alistair. And because of the Imperial Order, obviously the Alistair's not really going to do much. It's going to search the invocation. He won't be able to use the invocation. And he's pretty much just put an Alistair in attack points in attack mode to die. So he goes in and sets 1. Okay, so it goes to end of the main phase and the end phase. So in the end phase, we're going to go ahead and... you see, what I could do here, I could just tag out the Cannahawk and summon the 2, but I think I'm going to use the Ambush because it will give us more damage. So we're going to go ahead and use summon the Winder, and we're going to summon the Apelio from the graveyard. So the Apelio and the Winder. And still in the end phase, we're going to use the Apelio to go ahead and put the normal Apelio into the Vanish Zone. All of them gain 5. Obviously, they lose the 5. And then we enter the draw phase. We pay the 700 for the Imperial Order. And now we're going to switch our cards to attack. Okay. We're going to use the Apelio because it's just there to be there. And we're going to banish the Ulti Cannahawk. The Ortigai Apelio, sorry. Does he have a response to this? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use the Ulti Cannahawk, and we're going to banish the Gaia Apelio and the normal Apelio. So we can go ahead and search from our deck an Elder. Good, good, good. We're going to go ahead and normal the Elder. Okay, and then we're going to normal the Cannahawk. We're going to use the Cannahawk's effect, which will banish a Ritual Beast monster from the deck. Because we've already got 3 Ritual Beast monsters, we're going to go ahead and banish a Ritual Beast, Spiritual Beast monster. So we'll go ahead and banish... Oh, I shouldn't have banished the Rampingu. The Rampingu was incorrect. I should have banished something else. But it's fine. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to go ahead and summon out an Ortigai Apelio. And the reason we're summoning the Ortigai Apelio is because it will allow us to negate if our opponent has some mystery card that we can't really deal with. So we go ahead and summon that out. And then we're going to go ahead and enter the battle phase. And we're obviously going to go ahead and attack for the 27. So we're dealing in total around... Oh, so yeah, he did have something that he could summon from the grave. Because of this, I feel like the best play is to potentially... you see, he gets the effect, but I feel like that's fine. So he can summon that. He gets to keep a little more life points, which is fine. But it means that he's just going to take a little less damage, which is fine. I don't mind him taking less damage because he's still going to take a buttload anyway. So we go ahead and attack. That's 27. Then the Wind is going to attack the Haquera. The Haquera is going to go to Graveyard. He's going to take nothing from that. And then the Apelio is going to deal 2,300 points of damage, leaving him on about 3k. We're then going to go into the main phase 2. We're going to go ahead and then start using our Cannahawk now. So we're going to go ahead and Cannahawk that into that. And now we start doing our Cannahawk shenanigans, where we're going to add a ton of cards from our Banish Zone to our great deck to our hand. So Cannahawk number 1 is going to go ahead and banish a ramp, is going to go ahead and target a Cannahawk and the Auto Cannahawk. We're then going to go ahead and chain this Cannahawk, returning it to the extra deck to go ahead and summon the Elder and also the Cannahawk that's in the grave, in the Banish Zone, sorry. So summon that and summon that. And we're going to go ahead and search an ambush because that's really the only one we're missing. We're then going to go ahead and use the Cannahawk's effect, which will go ahead and banish a Spiritual Beast Tamer. We'll go ahead and banish the Ritual Beast Tamer Lara. And then we're going to go ahead and to make another Cannahawk again. Just because, like, you keep making Cannahawks here until you can't make any more. And we're going to go ahead and use Cannahawk. We're not going to use Cannahawk yet because that would be its effect to, you know, banish. And we're going to go ahead and do this. It's unexpectedly nice. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we're going to go ahead and target to return to Graveyard are a Rampingu and also a... We've already summoned the Elder, so we'll target a Lara. And then we go ahead and summon back this. So we're going to target the Lara to summon. And we're also going to target the Apelio to summon. Mainly just order is stopping me from doing anything, lol. Your order, yeah, pretty much. So we go ahead and do those. We get to search another Ritual Beast. We'll go ahead and search the Ritual Beast Tamer Wen. And then we'll go ahead and use the Apelio, which is going to go ahead and return an Ulti Apelio to the grave, to the banish, sorry. And then we're going to go ahead and go into our Cannahawk again, using these two. And we'll go ahead and use its effect one more time, which is going to go ahead and banish the Apelio, and we're also going to target our window, because the window is the only one we haven't used yet. And we're going to tag out one last time, summoning the window and summoning the Rampingu. Okay, so we summon the window, we summon the Rampingu, and we go ahead and search a Petafin. We go ahead and then use the Rampingu effect to go ahead and banish one from the extra deck. We'll go ahead and banish a Ulti Falcos and put the Zephyr Pilico in the grave. And we'll finally end on one more card. We'll end on the Ulti Cannahawk one more time to search one more card from our deck. So we'll go ahead and use it. We'll banish this, and we'll also put the Rampingu. The Rampingu can just be brought back easily as well. To go ahead and search one more card, which will be an Elder. We go ahead and set the ambush. We go ahead and set the steeds, and then we will pass turn there. So pretty much our board right now is 3 negates. We also got the tag out of the Auto Cannahawk. We've got the Imperial Order that is negating all spells. And we've also got a Steeds for multi-destruction. We've got an Ambush. We've got a Torrential Tribute for a board wipe as well. We've also got a Solemn Strike to prevent monsters. So during the end phase, he also gets to use the... He's using the Invocation? Why is he using the Invocation? Interesting. Okay. Oh, I think he's just showing me what he has. So he is conceding there. Yeah, GG. Like, obviously, we mainly won this game because of the Imperial Order, because it was a Shadowg deck, but this is kind of what the deck is capable of doing. Obviously, it's not the best at times, because we have to guarantee that we have a Tamer, and we have to guarantee that we have this, but if you open 9 times out of 10, if you open any of your Floodgates, and full combo with some sort of disruption, you're going to win. And that's kind of what this deck is capable of. That's kind of what I showed you with this game. And honestly, if Ritual Beasts ever get to this point, your opponent is 9 times out of 10 going to lose. So that's pretty much game 1 though. Let's actually go on to another game and see how we can do in the next game. Let's see what we're up against. We went rock. What's their rock pips is going to be? Hopefully we win. We lost. Damn it. Okay. Hopefully we open a hand that can go second. And yeah, that's an alright going second hand. We can definitely go into a Ritual Beast play from here. We have the Apelio in hand, which isn't something we really want to draw, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Because like this hand's not we are up against Dragoon. Oh wait, that's not Dragoon. Is this Red Eyes? Oh, okay. We're up against Red Eyes Bird. Honestly, thought I was going to be playing against Dragoons, but this is definitely a better, in my opinion, to play against. I would rather play against this than Dragoons. So yeah, let's see what this Red Eyes deck can do. This is kind of cool, actually. Like, I would much rather play against something interesting like this than Dragoon Turbo. So, starting off, we drew a D-Fissure, which, wait, we drew D-Fissure with Rampage. Hands insane. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. We don't want to set it. We want to summon it. Okay, so we go ahead and start off with the D-Fissure. We're then going to go ahead and normal Rampingu. Like, this is insane. Rampingu, D-Fissure, E-Tele. No, we're going. We're going. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and banish this to go ahead and banish literally a when. Cool. We're going to go ahead and use the E-Tele. E-Tele is going to go ahead and allow us to get from our deck to our summon from our deck. We'll go ahead and summon a Lara. Does not matter what we summon. We're then going to go ahead and tag. We're going to tag into the Ultra Cannahawk. We're not going to use the Ultra Cannahawk. We're going to go ahead and use it now, though. We're going to go ahead and target this, and then we're going to go ahead and tag out the Ultra Cannahawk to get a free search from our deck. Summoning getting the Tamer and the Rampingu. This is just insane. Like, literally, guys, you don't understand how good this is. So we're going to go ahead and now search a Steeds. Like, literally, we now have 2 free searches, turn 1. Obviously, he's got the big dragon, but we've got a TT and a Steed, so I really don't care. So we're going to go ahead and also banish an Ultra Cannahawk and banish Cannahawk from the deck. Now, obviously, we go ahead and summon out our Cannahawk again. To get one more search, we'll get an Elder, just so we can have it for next turn. So we'll go ahead and do this one, and we'll go ahead and do this one. Doesn't really matter. Send those to the grave, we'll search an Elder for next turn. And then we're just going to set TT, Ambush, Steeds, and pass turn. Now, you're probably thinking, huh, Steeds, TT, Ambush, not good enough. You know why? Because he's still got a big 3-5 beat stick. But you know what I see? You know what I see when I look at this? I see he can't do anything. He needs to send monsters to the graveyard to be able to use this card's effect. He needs to do so many different things to be able to do pretty much anything he wants in Red Eyes that, hey, I'm just going to win now. So, D-Fissure. So, let's just see what our opponent's going to try and do. Because obviously, I have the TT to wipe the board at any point in time. I have the Steeds to kill up to 3 monsters. So that's really good. But he goes ahead and summons a Red Eyes alternative Black Dragon. So, you must be special summoned from the hand by tributing 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or field. You can only special summon 1 alternative once per turn this way. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in its own possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can target 1 level 7 banish card, bad. Okay. You can target 1 level 7 or lower in your graveyard, special summon it. And if you do, it was Red Eyes be Dragon, that will special summon its original attack becomes double. So he's going to go ahead and use Dragon's Mirror. I'm fine with that. You know why? Because I'll just TT the board. So, literally, we are just in a peachy state to play Ritual Beasts. So, I really don't care what he does. Like, he's going to summon the Black Metal. Oh, cool. Cool, man. TT. TT. What you got for me? You lose all your monsters. Cool. What do I? You can have your Meteor Dragon. That's fine. I'm going to ambush and then Steeds. So he gets the Meteor. I actually don't even know what the Meteor does. What does it do? This card is treated as a normal monster while face up the field. Standard Gemini. One other red eyes monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. That would have been pretty good. But oh no, I need to oh no, it's other red eyes monsters, so it's fine, I can still steeds it. So he's got the meteor, we have got an ambush and a steed set. I'm gonna pop it with the steeds. He's gonna enter the and he's entering the battle phase, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the steeds. We're gonna summon a Wen. And we're gonna summon the Ram Pingu from the grave. Summoning these two. And seeing as we're in the battle phase, we'll steeds them. Killing them. Cool. Great. Opponent can't do anything now. So we're pretty much in a very, very good position. Next turn, I'm going to smack him for so much damage. And yeah, we are really, really good. Like, he has nothing. He has 2 cards in hand. We don't know what those 2 cards are, but I doubt they're anything that can really stop a Ritual Beast deck. So let's see what our opponent has. Like, hopefully it's nothing that will clear my board. If it is, that's kind of depressing. But hey, we have the steeds. We had the ambush from searching. We've got the Apelio and the Elder in hand. And we've got what? 21, 42, lots of damage. We've got 50. We've got over 7k damage. Like let's just say that. So we're gonna normal summon the Elder. We're gonna normal summon the Apelio. And we're gonna go ahead and use the Apelio. Apelio's gonna go ahead and banish this. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and put this in attack. We're gonna put this in attack. We're gonna go ahead and enter the battle phase. Deal him 7,200 points of damage. These are the times where I wish I played Gargagar Cowboy. Like, legit, back in the day when this deck, when I played this deck, like, back in, like, whenever it came out, or when it was, like, Clear 4 era and I flipped Dagger Spell against opponents, I played Cowboy, and when you had this situation, it was just like, cool, summon Cowboy, GG, but nah, we don't have that here, so we're gonna have to just go through the standard plays now. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna use the Ram Pingu. Ram Pingu's gonna go ahead and send a Petalfin, and we're gonna banish Petalfin. We'll also go ahead and use the Foolish here, because the Foolish doesn't really do anything outside of this. So we're going to go ahead and banish a name. We'll go ahead and banish the Zephyr. We're then going to go ahead and start making cannahawks. So cannahawk number 1, we'll go ahead and use the Wen and the Apelio. Summon the cannahawk. No, do not tag out yet. Go ahead and use the cannahawk. Cannahawk will return to the graveyard this and the actual cannahawk, and then we'll tag out into the actual cannahawk and whatever else we can. We'll summon out the Zephyr Pilica, and we'll summon out the actual cannahawk. Summon this in defense, summon this in defense. We get to go ahead and get a free search. We get the ambush first, because that'll guarantee free summons, and if we get an Nibiru here, it gives us some sort of recyclability. We'll go ahead and use the cannahawk. Cannahawk will go ahead and banish a Wen. We're then going to go ahead and do it again. So we're going to go Cannahawk in with the Zephyr Pilica and this. We're going to go ahead and banish those. Go ahead and not tag out yet, but go ahead and banish 2. So we're going to go and banish these, and we're going to go ahead and do the Lara. We'll tag out. So we target the Lara. We target an Apelio, putting more stuff back in the banish zone, and also stuff in the grave. And we'll go ahead and search the steeds to have the popping for our opponent's turn. Go ahead and use the Apelio's effect. Apelio's going to go ahead and banish the Pilica there. It doesn't really matter, as I said before. And we're going to go ahead and summon out the Cannahawk again. And we're basically just going to do this until we don't really need to. So we're going to go ahead and use the Cannahawk, obviously. We're going to target the... We haven't summoned the Wen, so we'll target the Wen. And we'll target the Cannahawk. We're then going to tag out. Summoning the Wen. Summoning the Petalfin. Summoning these two, get a search. We'll go ahead and search an Elder. Just filling the deck now. We're then going to go ahead and tag the Elder and the Pengu. And then we're going to use the literal Cannahawk to go ahead and do this one and the Elder. And then we'll tag the Elder out. And we'll summon the Elder, and we'll summon the Ram Pingu. So then we get one more search. We'll go ahead and search the cannahawk. Doesn't really matter. Like, legit, this is how the deck goes. This is how the deck goes. So we go ahead and use the Rampingu now. Rampingu's going to go ahead and banish the Zephyr Gaia We'll go ahead and banish an Elder. And what we're going to do here is we're going to make an Ulti Apelio. Like so. We're then going to also go ahead and make the Ulti Gaia Apelio now. And that pretty much seals it as our win at that point. We've got basically up to 3 monster pops. We've got Revival. We've got 2 negates on board. I don't think our opponent has any way of playing the game. Honestly, like, legit, this is dumb. Like, this deck can be really, really dumb. It can be really bad at at times. Don't get me wrong. This deck, if it bricks, oh, it bricks hard. It bricks so hard. But if you get really good hands, like, see, our opponent surrendered. He had nothing left. But if you get hands like this, you're going to be good. Anyway, that was game 2. Let's go ahead and go into the final game. See what we can do in the last game that we can play. And hopefully we will win. So guys, last game. Let's see what we're up against. We lost the rock, paper, scissors again. Damn it. But you know what? We opened. He made me go first. Okie dokie, boss. We're gonna just prosperity right at the start, and we have to go for 6 because no, I didn't want to go. Oh, I didn't want to go for 3. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we're going for 3 then. We're gonna do 1 cannahawk, 1 Apelio, and 1 Ulti Gaia Apelio. It's fine, boys. We got the Elder. We got the Elder. We go off. We go off. We go off. Like, this is happening. So we normal summon the Elder. We then go ahead and normal summon the cannahawk. We use cannahawk. Cannahawk's going to go ahead and banish the Apelio. We're then going to go ahead and tag into our Ulti Cannahawk. Summon out the Ulti Cannahawk. Activate Cannahawk's effect. Special targeting the cannahawk and the Apelio. We tag out. Summoning back the Elder and the cannahawk. Summon. Summon. Put that to the grave. Go ahead and search the ambush. Then we're going to go ahead and use the cannahawk. Cannahawk's going to go ahead and banish a tamer that we haven't got yet. We'll go ahead and banish a Zephyr Pilica. Then we're going to go ahead and tag into our Ulti Cannahawk again. And we'll use Cannahawk's effect, returning this. No, we go ahead and put these 2 back in the graveyard. And the reason we're putting these 2 in the graveyard is because, well, we can just summon the Apelio and that, and then we get both of them in the grave, back into the banish. And we'll go get the steeds. And the final thing we do is we set 4 cards face down. And we pass. Let's see what our opponent has for 4 back row. Steeds and ambush, strike, and a judgment. Let's see. Let's just see what our opponent has. So he activates half his phone. Black Whirlwind. Honestly fine by me. He's going to go ahead and activate Poison. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and strike that because I don't want to give him double Whirlwind. So we strike that. There's 3 cards left in hand. Let's see what he does. He summons a Spore of the Sphere. I'll allow him summon 1. I'll let him summon 1. I'll let him summon. I'll let him summon 2. I'll let him summon 2 Blackwings. I'm gonna pop them both. So he summons a Gale. Searches a Gale. Sorry. That's fine. That's fine. You can get the Gale. So he gets the Gale. What's he gonna do? He's gonna summon the Gale. I'm assuming he's gonna summon the Gale. So he summons the Gale. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine, man. You can have the Gale. You know what? I'll allow you to have 1 more. I'll let you have 1 more. If you go into the battle phase, you're going to lose more. But you get 1. You get that 1. So, let's see what we got. We've got 2 cards left in hand. Any more Blackwings? I'd assume there's another Blackwing. Show me what you as a Blackwing player have for me. So you're going to synchro summon. So you summon out this. You summon out this. You know what? You know what? I'm not going to allow it. This thing pops cards. I'm not going to allow that to be on the board. Go away. No, go away. Like, come on, man. He says 1. That's fine. He says 1. That's fine. End phase? Yeah, cool. You know what? We're going to go ahead and ambush now. I'm just going to go ahead and summon the Elder and the Apellion. So summon the Apellion, summon the Elder. Then going to use the Apellion. Apellion's going to banish the Killer Card. And I'm going to go ahead and tag out. You know why? Because then we get to go ahead and summon these, which is really nice. So we summon these. And it's the Emperor, so we draw for 10. Draw Steeds, that's really good. But now, because we want to just get damage, we're going to switch all of these to attack. All of them, every single one. All of them in attack. Going to activate the Apellia, banishing the Ambush. Going to activate the cannahawk just to be safe. We're going to banish a win from the deck, because in 2 turns we'll get it back, and that'll guarantee that'll be somewhat fine. And now we're going to enter balance. Go ahead and attack with the Apellia. Show me a miracle. Show me the miracle. He actually had it. But you know what? It's a Quaking. You know what we don't care about as a Ritual Beast player? Quaking. Because we can still tag. So we're going to go ahead and start tagging. So we're going to tag these two. Some of the Cannahawk. Use the Cannahawk. Target 2 in the graveyard, in the banish zone. Target this and target the Cannahawk. Go ahead and tag out. Summon back the Wen. Summon back the Cannahawk. This goes. This comes. So we've got 2 more cards. 2 more cards. And we get to go ahead and search. So we can obviously search another ambush. Quaking Mirror Force does nothing to us. It really does nothing. So we're going to go ahead and banish. We're going to banish the Rampingu, obviously, so we can get more resources. We're then going to go ahead and switch what we do. So we're going to banish these 2. Summon out the Cannahawk again. Cannahawk effect. Going to go ahead and target... Honestly, I don't want to target any of them. But we're going to target the Apelio and the Rampingu. We're then going to go ahead and tag out, obviously. We're going to summon the Elder back. And we'll also summon the Apelio so we can put the Rampingu back in the banish zone, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and summon this. We're going to go ahead and summon this. We're going to go ahead and search a... Search a window. Let's search a window. Window seems good. We're now going to use the Apelio. Apelio is going to go ahead and banish the Rampingu. Pretty good, pretty good. We're then going to go ahead and summon the Cannahawk again. We'll use this and this. Summon out the Cannahawk. Go ahead and use the Cannahawk. Go ahead and target the Apelio and the Rampingu. And obviously then we tag out so we get free searches. Go ahead and do these 2. Summon. Summon. Searching an Elder, because we can. Then we'll go ahead and summon Cannahawk one more time. We'll go ahead and use these 2. Use the Cannahawk. We'll go ahead and put in the banish zone the Elder and the Zephyr. Put those in the grave. Search one more time. We'll go ahead and search. I don't think it matters, so we'll just search Pelfin. And then finally, we make the big boy, Ulti Gaia Pelea. Then we just go ahead and set some cards. And we have 4 negates. 4 negates. 3 back row. And we can look at our opponent very smugly. So, obviously, I don't think this guy can win. He's going to go ahead and attempt to activate his North. I'm going to negate that. Wait, no, he gets to go ahead and chain block me, actually, I think, because of the Black Whirlwind. I think that chain blocks. I'm not too sure. It does chain block, so I'm fine with that. I'll just go ahead and Steeds it. So, he goes ahead and does that. He gets the free Searcher. That's fine. Summons out the Borer. He's probably going to try and Synchro Summon. I'll allow it. I'll allow him to Synchro Summon. Like, I don't think he's got anything that can out this, so he can Synchro Summon all he wants. Go on, you can try and play your Black Queen deck. You can try, because I'm just going to, you know, summon 2 more Ritual Beasts, and then I'm going to pop 3 monsters. It's pretty good. Hell, I could pop 6 monsters if I really wanted to. I sound so smug right now, but it feels really good to win with Ritual Beasts, so I can't complain. Like, honestly, ever since we lost 3 Gold Sock, The deck has been hard to play, but I'm fine with that because I can do this. So let's see what our opponent's got. We're gonna go ahead and summon the squad. You know what? I think this is a good time to go ahead and activate our ambush. We'll go ahead and summon out the Elder, and we'll also go ahead and summon out the Apelio. Obviously, we're not going to negate our own card. Summon out these two. Then we're going to go ahead and Steeds. And we'll also go ahead and use the Apelio for good, just for good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pop 1, 2, 3. Now, if our opponent has some way of coming back, show me it now. Because that is a single level 2 Blackwing in this man's hand. And next turn, I'm going to kill him. So I would love to see what this man potentially has to win the game. And he has nothing, he surrenders. We literally had game next turn because all we had to do was normal summon the Elder and then normal summon the Winder. Like, that's 1400 with the 2 Elders. And then we've got 6k with that, and the Winder is more than enough. But guys, that has been Duels and Deck Profiles with Ritual Beasts. Obviously, this is just Ritual Beasts. Luckily, I got these games, and these games were very lucky for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the Red Eyes one going second, like, I honestly thought I'd lost, but then he went second, and he was playing Red Eyes, so we were able to play the game. The first one, oh my god, the first one, just being able to go full combo felt really good, and every game we were able to actually successfully go full combo, which was kind of surprising. But guys, this has been Ritual Beasts. Tell me what your thoughts are on this deck in the comment section below. As I said, this deck does have its flaws. Like, it can brick very heavily. It can be very hard to play around certain things, and obviously if your opponent has like 6 negates, you're not going to be able to do anything. But when you have decks like this that can really explode very easily, and when they do explode, you're just gonna win, but when they get hit and stopped at specific points, you're just gonna have a bad time. But guys, that's gonna be the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if you want to see any specific decks in Duels and Deck Profiles, like if you want to see maybe a really old deck or a really new deck, or just something that your personal favorite. Make sure to tell me in the comment section below so I can, you know, add it to the polls so you guys can vote for it, and I know what you guys want to see, and maybe, hell, one time I'll do without a poll and I might play that deck because I feel like that's a really good deck for Duels and Deck Profiles. But guys, as I said, tell me all that in the comment section below. Tell me what your thoughts are on Ritual Beasts. Yes, I know the deck loses to Nibiru. Yes, I know the deck can lose to hand traps. Yes, I know the deck is not the best deck in the game, but damn it, you voted for it. It was fun to play it, and I hope you did enjoy it, guys. But as I said, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Robot1 signing out. Ritual Beasts are great. Later on.